The MAKKAH Joint Defense Agreement represents a significant new chapter in the strategic relationship between the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, Pakistan, and Turkey, bringing together three influential countries from the Middle East, South Asia, and the wider Islamic world within a framework intended to strengthen collective defense, deterrence, military coordination, and long-term security cooperation. The agreement builds upon decades of existing relationships between the three countries. Saudi Arabia and Pakistan have maintained close political and military ties for many years, while Pakistan and Turkey have developed extensive cooperation in military training, defense technology, and defense manufacturing. Saudi Arabia and Turkey have also expanded their political, economic, and defense relationship, making deeper trilateral cooperation a natural extension of these existing partnerships. At the heart of such a defense framework is the principle of deterrence. The objective is not necessarily to prepare for war, but to reduce the possibility of conflict by demonstrating that aggression against one partner could have much wider consequences. By coordinating their capabilities, the three countries can potentially make any hostile actor think carefully before threatening their territory, people, infrastructure, or national interests. Each country brings different strengths to the partnership. Saudi Arabia contributes its strategic position at the center of the Arab and Islamic world, substantial economic resources, sophisticated military equipment, major energy infrastructure, and access to two critically important maritime regions, the Red Sea and the Arabian Gulf. Pakistan contributes a large professional military, decades of operational experience, an established defense industry, and significant strategic capabilities. Turkey contributes one of the region's largest and most experienced armed forces, NATO experience, and a rapidly developing defense industry that has become internationally recognized in areas including unmanned aircraft, missiles, electronic warfare, naval platforms, armored vehicles, aerospace systems, and advanced military technologies. Bringing these different capabilities together could improve interoperability, meaning that the three armed forces would be better able to communicate, train, plan, and potentially operate together during emergencies. Joint exercises could allow soldiers, pilots, sailors, commanders, and technical personnel to understand one another's procedures before a crisis occurs, while military education programs and officer exchanges could build long-term professional relationships between their armed forces. Intelligence and information sharing could also become increasingly important because modern security threats extend far beyond traditional battlefields. Countries today must prepare for terrorism, cyber attacks, drones, missiles, attacks on energy facilities, disruption of shipping routes, threats to critical infrastructure, and increasingly sophisticated electronic and information warfare. Cooperation between Saudi Arabia, Pakistan, and Turkey could therefore include cybersecurity, intelligence exchange, secure communications, early warning capabilities, counter-terrorism coordination, maritime security, and emergency planning. Another potentially important benefit is defense industrial cooperation. Modern national security depends heavily on technology, and cooperation could create opportunities for Saudi, Pakistani, and Turkish companies to jointly manufacture equipment, establish research partnerships, develop new technologies, and share industrial expertise. Saudi investment and industrial development could be combined with Pakistani manufacturing capabilities and Turkey's expanding defense technology sector, potentially creating new factories, skilled employment, research programs, technology partnerships, and export opportunities. Such cooperation could also complement Saudi Arabia's broader objective of developing more domestic technological and manufacturing capability. Geography further increases the strategic significance of this partnership. Saudi Arabia occupies a critical position between the Red Sea and Arabian Gulf and plays an essential role in global energy markets. Turkey connects Europe, Asia, the Mediterranean, the Black Sea, and the Middle East, while Pakistan connects South Asia with China, Central Asia, Iran, the Arabian Sea, and the wider Indian Ocean. Together, these countries sit close to some of the world's most important energy corridors, ports, shipping lanes, and international trade routes. Greater cooperation could therefore strengthen maritime security, protect critical infrastructure, improve emergency coordination, and contribute to the security of international commerce and energy supplies. The benefits could extend beyond defense because deep strategic partnerships frequently encourage broader economic cooperation. Joint manufacturing projects could create employment and technological expertise, defense production could generate exports, and increased strategic confidence could encourage investment in infrastructure, logistics, energy, aviation, technology, and industrial development. Pakistan and Turkey could benefit from Saudi investment and market opportunities, while Saudi Arabia could benefit from Pakistani and Turkish technical expertise, manufacturing capacity, and human capital. Nevertheless, any major defense partnership also raises important questions. The practical meaning of collective defense depends on how the agreement is implemented, what assistance each country would provide during a crisis, how military decisions would be coordinated, and how the partners would respond when their individual national interests differ. Turkey also has existing NATO commitments, while Saudi Arabia and Pakistan maintain important relationships with other global powers, meaning that the three countries will need to manage their partnership carefully within a complicated international environment. Regional countries will also closely observe how the agreement develops. A successful defense partnership should therefore be measured not simply by military strength, but by whether that strength reduces the risk of conflict, prevents miscalculation, encourages dialogue, and contributes to stability. The MAKKAH Joint Defense Agreement ultimately represents the possibility of connecting Saudi Arabia's economic and geographic importance, Pakistan's military and strategic capabilities, and Turkey's military experience and rapidly advancing defense industry within a broader security framework. Its potential benefits include stronger deterrence, improved military coordination, greater interoperability, joint exercises, intelligence cooperation, cybersecurity, maritime security, defense manufacturing, technological development, investment, and closer consultation during regional emergencies. Yet the long-term importance of any agreement depends upon implementation because documents create frameworks, institutions create cooperation, and trust creates lasting partnerships. Successful deterrence is ultimately measured not by the wars that are fought, but by the conflicts that never begin. From MAKKAH, Saudi Arabia, Pakistan, and Turkey have presented a vision of three nations with different strengths, different geography, and different strategic experiences working toward a common security framework. The coming years will determine how far this partnership develops and what role it eventually plays in regional and international security, but its central aspiration can be expressed simply: strength through cooperation, security through deterrence, and stability through partnership.